Well, welcome to Crowder Aggie Day. I'm John Ball with KNEO Radio, and we think this is real close to maybe the 50th?
Yeah, 50, actually more. I think right before COVID, we had our 50th, and then we've had 2 years that we weren't able to do it because we were ready to have it, and we all got sent home there in the spring of 20. So spring of 20 and 21, we weren't able to have it, but here we are back with over 1,500 students in spring of 22, and we're happy to be here.
In spring of 20, we'll use an old Andy Griffith character. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Yeah, we don't want to relive that.
We're speaking with Cindy Brown. Cindy is the Public Relations Information Officer for Crowder, and this is a big event, isn't it?
Yes, it's huge. You know, like I said, we have over 1,500 students here, and they're ag advisors. Some of those ag advisors are Crowder alum, so we're glad to have them back on campus. We have over 81 schools here today from the 4-state area participating. And this is the single largest one-day competition that those kids go to right before their district FFA contests that they'll have.
Okay, when you say competition, tell me about it. What are we going to see in there in a little
today
bit?
We have over 15 contests set up. There's everything from dairy foods, and then we have livestock, dairy cattle, horses, entomology, which is bugs. We'll have nursery landscape. There's a forestry contest. So there's all different kinds of agriculture-related contests going on today. We have an ag mechanics contest where they actually have to work on pieces of ag equipment, identify parts and different things. So there's a whole lot going on today, and it takes a lot of people to pull this off.
Well, I tell you what, Crowder College is probably one of the greatest things that ever happened to Southwest Missouri, and this is going to tell us about it today because there are going to be kids here today that 50 years ago wouldn't have an opportunity for higher education, and they come here and they can learn, they can do this. Out of all of those people that are here, you got any idea what percentage actually come back after they graduate?
Oh, you know, that's kind of hard, but I will say today there will be almost $12,000 worth of scholarships given to the highest scoring senior in every contest. So we look forward to hopefully getting some of those kids to come back. You know, $1,200 scholarship's a pretty good thing to earn.
Yes, it is.
So we would love to have some of them back on campus along with the other things they can apply for. So I do know I've seen several advisors today that were Crowder alum that have gone on then to get their teaching degree in agriculture, and they're back with their students, and they actually competed when they were in high school here.
And what a great chance to graduate from high school, which, by the way, some of the programs, last year a couple of Neosho students graduated with their degree at Neosho and an associate's degree here at the same time.
Yes, we have that dual credit, dual enrollment going on where high school students can participate or take college level classes that they're getting credit in high school and college. And I think we had over 30 students in our 9-county service region last year that got that, and then a lot more that got certificates, so they earned at least 18 credit hours or more. And that's huge, especially with the cost savings, because when they do it in high school, it's a whole lot cheaper.
Oh yeah, it absolutely is. And we've got kids that have a chance to come here. Maybe I don't want to be in agriculture, maybe I do, maybe I want to be a nurse, maybe I want to go ahead to another school and actually become a teacher. They get to find out, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. And you know, it's like, why would you not choose Crowder? You've got Missouri A+, which you can get tuition and common fees free, and especially if you're don't know what you want to do, you get to experience. We have a lot of hands-on programs where you can get involved and learn a little bit and say, hey, maybe this is what I want to do. And we have a great career services area where they talk to you about what is it you like to do and what are you good at, because that may be a job. I never dreamed I'd be doing this job when I was in high school, so you may not have either.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Well, let's go inside and see what's going on, shall we?
Sounds great.
Okay.
Usually at University of Missouri Columbia.
Okay.
Right. Missouri State will hold a lot of the district competition, and they do 2 days. We pull this all off in 1 day, so it takes a lot of volunteers and a lot of help getting all the animals and things set up, because you know, just like this dairy stuff, we can't set it out till early this morning. It has to be refrigerated, or the plants can't be they can't be wilted. So there's a lot of work that goes on. There were a lot of people here bright and early this morning.
I bet. Zach, let's walk on over here and let's look at some of these plants.
They also have a forestry contest that's going on down at Bicentennial Park.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
And now if they just want to run on over to my farm and cut up some wood or something, that'd be great too.
We'll try to stay out of the way. We're just getting some.
Okay, and as you can see, these kids are really studying these plants. They're writing down reasons.
Yeah, so they get so many seconds to identify. This would be plant identification. They'll actually have to put the name of the plant for each one of these and identify them, so they'll have a lot to do. The judging ones, like where they'll have maybe 4 cows in a pen, 4 dairy cows, 4 beef cattle, whatever it may be, they'll have to place them in order from which one they like best to least, and they have to then have their reasons of why I picked this one over this one. So there are a lot of things they have to learn about body structure and composition of the cow, you know, those kind of things when they're doing that. There's some horse competitions too that they'll have a halter class as well as a riding class that they have to judge and do too.
You know, the thing that I've found, especially with agriculture more than anything else, it's not an individual, it's a family affair.
Yes, you know, and these kids spend a lot of time, this competition's on a Thursday, but they spend a lot of evenings and weekends working together as teams or going to competitions on the weekends. So there are a lot of them that are, you know, maybe second generation or even third generation, that my parents did this or whatever. You know, my son even did some dairy competition and enjoyed that as a high school kid.
Okay, well, why don't we run over to the ag building and then see what's going on there?
Sounds great.
Cindy, we're looking at chickens over here. We're looking at poultry. We're going to take a run around. We're going to look at some live chickens. We'll see some processed chickens, and then what probably everybody knows most is those processed chickens turn into nuggets.
Exactly. So we go from the chicken and the egg. Actually, this contest has a lot to cover. So they have the live chickens. They will judge and give their reasons why. We've got processed chickens behind us. We've got actually cooked or prepared meats then. And then the candling of the eggs will be done as well. So this group has quite a bit to do, a lot to study. You might know a little bit about poultry.
Oh, once or twice I've been involved in them, sure.
Yeah, it's a great contest though, a great way to get students exposed. And you know, I'll have to brag about one of our students right now talking about chickens. We have a young lady working for Chick-fil-A in Atlanta, Georgia at their headquarters.
Oh my goodness.
And she's the only one working there who actually knows how the chicken gets to Chick-fil-A. She actually grew up on a farm and is familiar with all that kind of stuff. A lot of the people she works with don't have that knowledge, so we're pretty proud of her. And she was one of those students that graduated from Crowder and went on to the University of Arkansas's poultry program and did very well. So, and we have some local kids who've done that as well. So.
We have a lot of, if she is in Atlanta, that is the pinnacle
of poultry. That's right. That's where that National Poultry Show is every year. Exactly.
Yeah. Yes, it absolutely is. We'll see if we can't get Zach, see if we can get a little better picture right there. We're going to rotate people around here for
the kids are moving, and you know, we have to be careful not get in their way and be quiet. They got a lot of work to do, and we don't want to give them the answers.
No, we don't.
Although they might give me the answers.
You know, I'll tell you a real quick story. I had a lady come in once when I was working for Tyson Foods. We allowed her to come in, and she walked around, and when she left, she says, "Well, now I can go home and tell people I know how chickens are built."
Don't know that we build them, but okay.
That's right. Yeah, but this is what it looks like. This is in their growing period, and then we'll turn around here, and this is
Zach, you want to see that process ready to cook? I think is what they call this. RCD, ready to cook.
RTC. And those will be hung up, and they'll actually look at those. They'll look at them for A grade, B grade, which has a little piece of skin off of them, C grade, which is parts missing, and you'll see a lot of those in the stores. And a lot of times people will see those in the store, and they will be what we call vacuum packed. And we'll see that vacuum packed. They're looking at those over there. They've got chickens broken up into leg quarters, hind quarters, and breast meat, and a lot of times that's what Mom's looking for to cook. That's
exactly.
what she likes.
Exactly.
So let's go over here.
Let's head this way. So yep, you've got your ready to cook cuts coming up.
And a lot of this product, this is bone-in product. Now, I'm of the opinion the bone in the product makes it taste better when it's cooked, but a lot of people like boneless product, so there's some boneless product over there.
Right.
And here's the end result, right here.
Right. And sometimes, depending on the seasoning you put on there, you can totally change the taste of the chicken, but it's still chicken.
It is that. And of course, boneless wings are not really boneless wings.
That's
They're
right.
pieces of breast meat.
Right.
So
Which are good, very good to eat, but they aren't wings.
that's exactly right. Okay, do we have eggs over here on the other side, or they?
They usually.
Okay, and we're looking at eggs now. Of course, we answer the old question, which came first, the chicken or the egg? But certainly these eggs are looked at, and they are A, B, and C grade, as well as large, medium, and small.
Makes a difference what you're paying for in the store when you get them.
Very much so.
Makes you appreciate those good brown eggs you have when you have chickens at home. You know, we have a lot of people who raise just a few chickens, so they have their own fresh eggs and things. And there's nothing like a farm fresh egg, but we've still got to buy them for things too.
And you know, Newton and McDonald County is a big egg processing area and chicken growing area as well.
Exactly.
And I hear tell that there's a chance there's another egg operation coming back into Neosho before too long.
I think they're actually going to do boiled eggs.
Yes, they are. They're
So that'd be great.
That's right.
It should be opening hopefully pretty soon. And one of our Crowder alum is going to be managing it.
He is, isn't he? Yeah. And we won't tell you who that is. You'll just have to wait and see.
We might have to get him on a podcast one day.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
Do you want to peek in there just to see?
Yeah. Let's just
video?
peek in there. They're candling in there, and candling will tell you what
So what's
the yolk
cool about
looks
that
like
is they
and
can
what it
actually see
doesn't.
the inside,
Yeah, they can see the
if
inside.
they're a fertile egg or not. Guys, we won't cut you off, okay? You go ahead and move us if you need to. Okay. You just need a little video.
Okay, Cindy, I've got a question for you.
Okay.
How does a black cow eat green grass and give white milk?
I thought all cows gave white milk. I don't know.
I don't know either, but we're
They
over,
do, don't they?
over here with the dairy cows, and dairy cows were supplied by.
Who'd you say they're supplied by?
Last name is Corf. I don't know.
Corf? I don't know. I don't know this one this year. Usually Mike Wilson brings some. Oh, there's Patrick over there.
Yeah, I
Wilson,
see him.
Mike's here. Hey, tell Patrick to come over here.
Yeah.
Tell him to come over this way. We can get
Yeah,
him.
we'd like to talk.
Yeah, we could get him this. He's our local MFA guy. So anyway, we've got dairy cows. You can see we got some dairy heifers here, so they'll have them all the way up to milking cows.
You know.
And this is one of the things that we really depend on our community to bring them in. Obviously, we don't have a working dairy out here at the college, so where to get the dairy cows? We've got some local farmers who bring them in for us, and it's great to have them do that.
And these are jerseys.
These are, Jersey's is kind of the old breed from many years back. Those were my mom's favorite dairy cows.
Yeah, they normally are people that look at Holsteins because you always see the picture of the Holstein. The Chick-fil-A cow is a Holstein, but
the more milk comes from the Holstein, but the Jersey cow produces the more cream.
it does.
They have that. They have that cream in their milk. So, great cows, great disposition. They're pretty easygoing. Of course, their body frame is going to be a lot different than a beef cow. They look kind of thin. Where those beef cows, they got to bulk up. But
and there's times as an old farmer, I had a Jersey cow, and she would take a couple of different calves.
Absolutely.
And not necessarily the Holsteins doing that, so it worked out if you had an orphan out there somewhere.
Yes, that's absolutely right.
Now, what you saw was these kids turning around, turning their backs to the pen, and someone said, on your mark, get set, go.
Yeah, they're given so many seconds to look at the cows and judge, and they have to put them in place 1, 2, 3, 4.
Here's another ball. How did that happen? What's going on here? There's two. Well, I wonder, is there an ordinance about too many balls in one place?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, this is Patrick Ball. He works for MFA, and he's out here trying to help us out with getting this going.
So we have Patrick Ball with us. Patrick is the manager at MFA, our local feed store here in town. And Patrick is an alum. Got to meet him when he first came to school out here. Went on, now manages the feed store. Now he's giving back that servant leadership, giving back by being here on Aggie Day, helping with the dairy contest. Tell us a little bit about it, Patrick. What are these kids doing right here?
They're evaluating the cows, seeing which one's going to make the best milk cow. These are heifers here you're looking at now. So looking at seeing who's going to wind up being the best cow later on down the road.
Will you be taking reasons later from them?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they'll place them 1 through 4 and tell you why?
Yep, why one's better than the other.
Right. A lot of work they put into this.
Yep, a lot of time.
Yeah. Were you a dairy judge when you were in school?
Yeah, I was part of the Neosho team that wound up winning nationals in
Oh,
06.
okay, so we lucked out and got a real expert today, didn't
I
we?
wouldn't go that far. That was a long time ago.
Well, maybe you had a good teacher or something, right?
I wouldn't give him that much credit.
We're visiting with Patrick. Well, Patrick's an alum of Crowder College, as well as, like we said, local manager of our MFA store. Somebody dropped a paper there. Then one of the things we have to do is be kind of quiet while the kids are doing this. I wouldn't want to tell them what order to put them in and give them any ideas, but I don't know that I could place these dairy cows 1 through 4.
Nah, just make it up. That's what I do.
Patrick doesn't give himself credit for being as good as he is at what he does, but we appreciate him coming out and helping today, and we appreciate the farmers who brought these cows out, because like I said before, we don't have a dairy program at Crowder, so we have to thank the local farmers who bring them in for us.
That'd be where Ryan Korf comes in.
Okay, I'll let you talk to Ryan in a second.
Okay. Well, Ryan, tell me, what do you do?
I am a dairy farmer. I work on our family dairy farm.
Okay. Yeah, no. I found out that I wanted to be in the dairy business just long enough to lose a lot of money and a lot of weight.
That's pretty easy to do.
Get up early in the morning, and those cows don't understand holidays, do they?
Nope, it's
or Sundays.
24/7, 365.
24. So you really got to be committed to be a dairy farmer.
Yep.
But I drink a lot of milk, so I appreciate.
That's good. Keep
Appreciate
doing
what you do. How many cows have you got?
We milk about 240.
240. So you're up
All
at
jerseys.
5 milking cows, go and get a bite of breakfast, hit the hay fields, and get back from the hay fields about 4:30 or 5. Go back in, milk cows again, and eat supper and go to bed.
Yep.
Get up the next morning and start all over. How many is it? It's a family farm?
Yep.
How many help you?
It's mainly me, my dad, my uncle, and then we have a few neighbors that help us, and our spouses help us some too.
Oh, okay. But you got a few border collies to keep things in line, right?
No.
No?
Just a black lab and a blue heeler, and they're just pets. So.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Another Crowder alum.
Another Crowder alum. Well, this is kind of a day off for you then, isn't it?
Yeah.
You gotta take them home and milk them.
Yeah, I was gonna say I still got to go home and be milked later, but
Now, when did you bring them in?
just this morning.
Just this
Yeah,
morning?
after we got done milking some this morning, we brought some in. So
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being part of this. Not only are you an alum, but you're also a volunteer, and you provide some pretty good livestock for everybody to look at. So thank you a lot.